It's been more than 3 months since the scheduled opening of the new Fantasyland at Tokyo Disneyland, and honestly, who knows when that's going to happen at this point. But there are other ways to get your Beauty and the Beast fix in Japan, and I say it's about time. Because Japan is practically obsessed with all things Ariel, and more recently Rapunzel. And gosh, it's so easy to just get overwhelmed with all the Ariel and the Little Mermaid and the Rapunzel merchandise. It's literally everywhere you go. I mean, no hate on them or anything, Ariel was my bias for the longest time, from my preteens all the way to my early 20s, and Rapunzel, I just love watching that movie so much. I can get into that movie anytime. But I mean, it gets to a point where, what about the other princesses? I think it's great that these two lovely ladies get so much love in Japan, but that leaves a lot of the other princesses neglected, and it's just so hard and so rare to find merchandise of really other princesses other than Ariel and Rapunzel for the most part. So to finally be able to have Belle get so much love, it just makes my heart so happy, because she's actually the first Disney princess that I really got into. Funnily enough, I watched Beauty and the Beast before I watched The Little Mermaid, so Belle was my first bias. She was the first Disney princess that filled my heart, and she was in there for a while until I watched The Little Mermaid, and then she took over that spot and she held it there for quite a long time, I must say. And then I rewatched a lot of classic Disney movies, rediscovered my love for Beauty and the Beast, especially for Belle, and I went back to my first love. So anyway, long spiel short, you can imagine that I freaked out when I found out that there was going to be a themed cafe running in the summer months entirely dedicated to the classic Disney movie Beauty and the Beast. It's run by an establishment called OhMyCafe, and they've set up locations in 3 areas of Japan: Tokyo, Osaka, and Nagoya. For Tokyo, the cafe runs from June 19th to August 16th. For Osaka, from June 19th to August 18th, and for Nagoya from June 26th to August 25th. I will list the cafe locations for each of these areas in the description box. As with all themed cafes or character-dedicated cafes, a reservation is required in order to dine inside. Reservations are made via their webpage, and unfortunately, the only language on the site is in Japanese, and you'll have to as well input the information in Japanese. But what you don't need a reservation for is buying their merchandise. Yes, because of course this limited time cafe also has limited time merchandise. You might have to wait in line between cafe reservation times in order to access the storefront, because guests who have reservations at the cafe will get priority to buy the merchandise. And you'll most likely need to get a ticket number, as in the kind you get when you're waiting to be called on. The shop is somewhat separated from the restaurant portion of the cafe, so you can grab all your goodies without having to go inside the restaurant. If you're looking for Disney merchandise that is exclusive to Japan and can neither be found at the Tokyo Disney parks or even at the Disney store, it's definitely worth stopping by at OhMyCafe Beauty and the Beast, especially if you're a Beauty and the Beast fan. What I love about the chosen theme of this cafe is it's not like a general Beauty and the Beast theme, but rather a theme that is based on a scene in the movie that you don't normally see depicted in Beauty and the Beast merchandise, and that is based on the library scene. You know, the part where Beast and Belle are slowly getting into a better relationship, and one day Beast surprises Belle by sharing his entire library with her. And that is the scene that the art concept and the design of all the merchandise is based on. But that is not what the menu or the food items or the dishes and the beverages are based on, and I will actually be doing that in another video, because I do have a reservation next month, so that will be covered in that video. So please look forward to that if you're also interested in knowing what kind of dishes and beverages that they have and how they are themed or conceptualized to Beauty and the Beast. For now, we'll just focus on the merchandise, and a lot of it is revolving around the concept of books, because library and books go hand in hand, and Belle is a lover of books. In this video, I'll be sharing with you all of the merchandise that is available for purchase during this limited time cafe, and you'll also be able to see how much they're going for in the retail price. The tax is not included in these prices, so just keep that in mind. And as is the case with all these merch reviews videos that I do, I will be handpicking a couple of them, and I will be highlighting or sharing with you some insights or giving you some information that I think you should know about. And with that, let's check out what's up for grabs at the shop front of the Beauty and the Beast OhMyCafe. And here is like the slogan for the merchandise line. It's life's better with books, definitely. I am a book reader myself, so I'm really happy about this concept. So the first of many items we're looking at here are these message cards. And I wanted to show you this first because it captures the main art concept or the design of the merchandise quite well. You can see this across all the other merchandise. There's not a variety of concepts or designs that are going to be found in this merchandise lineup. It's rather the type of merchandise that they are going to appear on varies. The basic design, the basic concept stays the same, more or less. And the palette is a very soft kind of palette. There is like pastel, not really pastel, but close to pastel. So it gives a very soft feminine look to the characters and to their general feel or the atmosphere of this concept. So getting back to the message cards, this price actually is for one draw because the message cards are like a blind bag. It's 450 for a blind bag of a message card. You don't know which one to get, but there are basically 9 that you can collect, and there's a bunch of other blind bag or surprise bags that you can get of other merchandise, and I will show that to you quite shortly. One of them being message cards, another being keychains. These are acrylic keychains that have the same characters depicted in the same design as we saw earlier in the message cards. And that is at a cost of a little bit higher than the price of the message cards. That is at 600 yen each. And then you have blind bags of magnets at the cost of 650 yen each. So the cheapest blind bag are basically the message cards at 450 yen, and it goes up to the maximum of 650 yen for the magnets. So you basically have 3 different ways that you can purchase a blind bag merchandise from, either from the message card or the acrylic keychain or the magnet. These are the plastic file organizers. In Japan, they're called clear file because they're clear, like because they're made of plastic, and they are a file to hold your papers in, but we call it plastic file organizers in English. And there are 2 different kinds that you can get. The back design stays the same. It is the front design that you have 2 different options for. The first design being that of Belle and Beast, and Belle is looking over her shoulder very sneakily while Beast is like arranging the books in the library. And the second design is that of the collage of the different kinds of books that feature the characters that we saw earlier on the message cards. If you really love the Disney couple Belle and Beast, you would go for the top one, and if you like all the characters, you want to see them all depicted at once, you would go for the collage of books. And if you like both, at 350 each, I don't think that's too much stress on your wallet. It's quite a nice buy, and it's also very functional. This is a letter set that comes with a plastic case where you can store all of the letters and envelopes inside. The plastic organizer case is the one that has both Belle and Beast on the front, and that's on the left, and on the right with the 4 grouped elements or pieces are the actual letter sets. So there are 2 different kinds of designs for the letter sets. You have one set dedicated dedicated to Belle and one set with the collage of books. And you get both a letterhead and an envelope of the same matching design, and then another type of letterhead with a different design and a matching envelope. And the entire set costs 800 yen. This is a set of postcards. There are 6 in this set, and it not only has the art concept of the cafe, but it also has actual scenes from the movie, and that is a really great memory of not only the cafe but also the beloved movie that it's inspired from. These are memo sets, or rather notepad sets. These are not the sticky note type. There are 3 notepads in one set, so there are 2 sets available for purchase. The first being that of Belle, the 3 ladies, but I know them as the Bimbettes. I don't know if that's still a thing. I guess they decided to go with the 3 ladies here. And then Mrs. Potts and Chip. The other set has Beast, Cogsworth, and Lumiere, and the feather duster, I don't remember her name at the moment, Babette, something like that. And so you have the option of choosing one or the other, but if you want all of them, you'll have to buy both sets. This is a cushion cover, and there is only one design for this. It is that of the collage and the book's design, and it is the same design front and back. That same collage of books design can also be found in other forms of merchandise, and that is in the handkerchief, which is 1,500 yen. Yes, that is a very expensive handkerchief in my opinion. And then you have a drawstring bag, and then finally a tote bag. If you especially love this art design, I think this merchandise is the right choice for you. And finally, we come to what I believe is the best item among the merchandise, and it doesn't have the art concept of the library or the books at all. These are metal tin containers in the shape of books with golden letter and flourishing, and they are containers that are holding tea bags of black tea. And on the tea bag, on the tea packet, is actually a little picture of Beauty and the Beast. It's in their ballroom form, and they come in this very soft baby blue package, a plastic tea bag package, and they are available at a price of 1,600 yen each. You have the choice of a red container or a blue metal container, and I think they just look lovely if you would place it on a bookshelf after you finish using them for your teas. I really love the fact that you can continue to use it even after you've finished their purpose. Like after you finished out the tea, you can use it for a different purpose, like storing little things. And I love things that can store all my little things, because goodness knows I have so many little things, and I would love to have one in the form of a book, because that is like the perfect motif, the perfect element to capture this entire limited edition, limited time cafe. And I think it combines the best of both worlds. It combines the tea aspect, or like the drink aspect of the cafe, and it combines the main elements or the motifs of the library that Belle loves so much. And not only that, captures also the general concept of the Beauty and the Beast design, puts it all together, and you get this. Now, in terms of which ones are on my to-buy list, I would definitely say the bookcase tea containers, the plastic file organizers, the letter set, maybe the postcards, we'll see how I feel on that day, and maybe the tote bag. I think once I get a better look at the actual merchandise, like being there in person and better understanding the type of material that they're made of, the size, their durability, I would probably be able to get a more confident decision on which merchandise I will purchase that day. And of course I'll do a haul video, so please look forward to that next month. And that's all for the merchandise of the OhMyCafe Beauty and the Beast edition. If you just so happen to be in Japan in the months of June, July, and August and are a huge Beauty and the Beast fan, you don't want to miss this opportunity to stop by an OhMyCafe, and I hope you'll enjoy their merchandise as well. Thanks so much for sharing your time with me. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.